Hi guys, so another consideration when designing a throwing program is the time of year. So this would refer not only to the calendar year, but more specifically the competition year. So within this, we're looking for key dates, right? So this could be getting ready for the season, this could be getting ready for showcases, all that kind of stuff. So around that, we want to build our off-season, our preseason, and our in-season periods, okay? So the further away we are from our competition, the more general we can be in our training. So this would be our off-season period, right? So volume and intensity are also going to be important in this. When we're talking about volume and intensity relationship, the more volume we're doing, the less intensity we're going to be doing, and vice versa, right? So the further we are away from competition, the more volume we're going to use and the relatively lower intensity we're going to use. This would be the time to work on hypertrophy, maybe some higher volume strength work, that kind of thing. The closer we get to the season or our competition period, the greater intensity we're going to be using and the lower volume, right? The closer we get, the more throwing we're going to be doing. So the more of a back seat the weight room piece is going to take. So at this point, we're not doing a whole lot of hypertrophy work. We're going to be trying to transition as much of that hypertrophy and strength as we can to power, right? Baseball is a power sport. We want to make sure that we can transition as much work as we've done in the off season to that competition period. So when we get closer to the season, higher intensity, lower volume. Along with that, we're also going to be getting more specific the closer we get to the season. So transitioning that to power would be a good example of that as far as the weight room goes. But even more specific than that is the type of throwing we're going to be doing. When we're in our general off-season period, this is the time where we're working on doing more stuff off the mound. We're trying to change our throwing patterns if we have issues within that. We're trying to build velocity, and then we'll kind of gradually work ourselves to the mound, whether that involves blending or whatever else. The closer we get to our competition period, the more mound work we need to be doing, because ultimately that's where we're going to be competing from. So the closer we're getting to our in-season or competition period, the fewer changes we can make and the more specific we need to be in our training, right? If we're a month out from a showcase, that's not the time to be working on running guns and really making these broad changes to your pattern. At that point, we really need to be honing in on what we're working on and making sure that we're kind of just rolling what we work to this point. So at this point, we've got what we've got, and we need to do the best we can with that. All right? So to recap, closer we get to the in-season period, more intensity, less volume, more specificity. The farther away we are, the greater volume, the less intensity, and the lower specificity we have.